Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. The Saitama Stadium looking a terrific picture as always. One of Asia's best purpose-built stadia. And so, the national anthems. Quite some performance, and now here comes the response. Jim, how do you interpret this formation?
Well, what tends to happen with a puzzling-looking formation like this is that two of the more creative midfielders take up slightly inverted attacking roles to make it a simpler 3-4-3 setup, or indeed 3-4-2-1. That's what should unfold here. At the moment, I admit, it does look a little strange.
There's the whistle. Endo, aim forwards. And it's Minamino. Rafael. He's in plenty of space here. He's having a shot! Yoshida trying to keep this in. Gets good distance on it. Over to the left. Played back in. Ito. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Oh, nicely intercepted. That looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. And how good was that? He's got himself an absolute peach. And Japan are in front. Oh, that is a bit special. Japan are in front now, the game's only goal.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react.
Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Strong running down that left flank. Now the delivery. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Clipped into space. And he's there to get it away. Wins the duel this time. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. That's really well manoeuvred. Climbs up big! No, couldn't quite control it.
You really could have done with engaging those crossers much higher up the pitch there. This isn't good defending.
Endo cuts it out. Minamino. Oh, cracking chance! It's in! A 2-goal lead and they're firmly in control. And that was as close to certain as can be.
Well, so often it comes down to that quality on the final pass, and we've got it.
And we've reached half-time. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the...
Can he finish? He's onto it in a flash. Oh, played right into his path. And he's on his decent chance! It's a goal! The second half off to a spectacular start! What do you think now about that goal?
Oh, I love the technique in that finish. There was a concentration to keep it down.
Indonesia get themselves back into contention.
The manager must have given them an earful at half-time, and fair play because it seems to have worked. They've got to kick on from here now.
And it's Minamino. Minamino played out to the left flank. That has been knocked clear. Noticeable change in the approach to defending here. Much more in your face.
Well, they've finally cottoned on to the fact that this centre-forward is talented, highly talented.
Incoming delivery.
It was hopeful to say the least. You need more men inside the box, more movement, otherwise it's pretty much a waste.
Goes down, but nothing given.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
This is a really front-footed approach.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Can he latch on to this? Ito gets his head on it! And the header is disappointing in the end.
Well, you see what a difference it makes to have so many runners into the box. Makes life so much harder for that defence.
Moved on forwards. Looking here to chip it through. No way through. And the shot! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
That's a good run down the left. Looking for a decent ball in.
Japan surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
And it's played forward. Oh, great play. Oh, well played. He needed to get that right.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Oh, that's well done. Really robust. Played out to the right. Back into the middle.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from...
So that's it. It is all over. Well, this was a game they could so easily have won on another day, but alas, that wasn't to be, and they go down by the odd goal. What are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Indonesia just didn't have enough time, Peter, to correct their many problems in this match. Now for some training ground graft.
She goes out at the end of the week, full makeup in the mirror, so excited to finally meet the man who will see her. She checks in, but she doesn't get back.
Good afternoon, one and all, and welcome to a game that has the potential to be a real cracker. Both teams will be keen to make a strong start here, especially given that conditions are set to deteriorate as the match goes on. Red is the colour, the only colour. We bring you this game, of course, from Old Trafford, Manchester. To what we've been told, this is how it looks. It's 4-3-3.
Yes, and the importance of this formation is not to allow the midfield three and the attacking three to become too detached from one another. If that happens, then pressure can quickly be applied via the counter-attack, and you can be exposed defensively. So compactness can't be compromised, and you need talkers in this team. You need leaders and people that are willing to organise things very quickly.
So that's got things underway. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Well, Peter, I can tell you from what I've seen of this guy, Mudryk, I really like. He will inject some real pace, dynamism and directness into any team's play. Not just with his dribbling, but he's getting better in terms of his work off the ball too.
Yeah, I'm inclined to agree. Euro. Bergvall. And it's played forward. Raphael. Guyu. Long ball by the goalkeeper. Hato gets across to intercept that.
Really are pushing their fullbacks forward now.
Aiming to do what?
Well, it's a case of engaging your opponents further up the pitch to take the sting out of opposition attacks. It's effectively a wide press.
Oh, they could be caught out here. Oh, that's a very decent ball now. Gusto. Oh, that's neat. And here's Mudryk. Oh, he's been flattened there. Whistle's gone, and the referee has given a penalty. Manchester United present their opponents with the best possible chance here. Look at bemusement and dismay from the culprit, but the referee clearly thinks there was enough there for a penalty.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score, and obviously he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
Raphael. Strong running down that left flank. He's found a way through. He has found a way through. Oh, that's well done, really robust. And the counter is on. Brilliantly cut out. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Gets good distance on it. Mudryk certainly left his mark in his last game. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. Diallo is making his return from injury here. Oh, he's onto this. Mkhitaryan. Oh, he's found him in. Can he finish? Goal! Manchester United! As simple as you like. The outcome utterly inevitable.
And the first thing he's going to do here, Peter, is thank his teammate for the pass. It put it on a plate for him.
So we have our breakthrough.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
Cuts out the pass. Guyu was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. That's really well manoeuvred. Foot in. Bergvall concedes a free kick for that. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source. Well, there's the whistle for half-time. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead, and that gives them something to build on after the break.
There's plenty of positives to take despite the lead being so small, Peter. I think playing well, good energy, a little more composure up front perhaps. That's not too much to ask.
Manchester United leading 1-0 at the break. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
Manchester United definitely want to carry on in a similar manner, although I would exercise some caution, Peter. You wouldn't want to leave yourself open in the early minutes trying to kill this off.
Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation, no more, no less.
Ahmad. Some good work on the right flank here. That's an excellent interception. Aim forwards. That has found him in acres of space. Now that's a fine challenge.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually you might just get that little break.
They're coming again and again.
You know, the interest...
There's the shot! Goal! And there we have it, the two-goal cushion. And that was as close to certain as can be.
Way too good, Peter. Too quick, too smart for that defence. They were made to look a little lost, in all honesty.
Manchester United have turned to their bench and we're going to have a substitution. Manchester United are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them.
Guyu, Modric, and it's lofted through here. Well, they could break here. Diallo, gently done. Clears it away. Knocks it out wide. Big chance! There is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change. Manchester United with another chance from a corner. And it's going to be another one. A header! Went with his head but couldn't steer it in. Moved on forwards. Bino Gittins.
There's nothing more infuriating for a fan than seeing passing without penetration. They're just stuck in a rut.
Turns and goes back. Defending of... Could be danger here!
Yeah, just noticing now about that defensive line and how much it's dropping. It's too deep for me.
And why do you think that would be?
Well, it's an obvious move to prevent the opposition from exploiting the space that was usable.
Ogunai. Ahmad. Ogunai is onto it in a flash. Fourth official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. Guyu played out to the left flank. That's good play. Goes for a shot! Ogunai getting this one clear. And that's that. So smiles all round as they shamelessly indulge in the post-whistle euphoria. A win achieved through the right balance of industry and inspiration. A really satisfying day's work. And after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking? Good afternoon, one and all, and welcome to a game that has the potential to be a real cracker. Both teams will be keen to make a strong start here, especially given that conditions are set to deteriorate as the match goes on. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, I think the midfielder, Sarr, is going to have a very busy game here, Peter. Not only because he has a lot of ground to cover, but he's that kind of go-to guy. He embraces everything. He's just a willing runner all of the time. And it's great to see that energy in his play. He's also very good at winning the ball back and then quickly moving it on.
Well, quite no argument from me on that one. There's the whistle. Sarr. Olasese. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. The referee's awarded a free kick. Menu. It's an inviting looking ball, that. He's in plenty of space here. Simons. Time to deliver. Shapes to shoot! And that is a routine catch.
Yeah, I think that miss is going to give him nightmares for a while.
That's really well manoeuvred. Šeško tries a shot! Goal! Manchester United! Manchester United take the lead.
The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
Manchester United gain their reward with an early goal.
Really are pushing their fullbacks forward now.
Aiming to do what?
Well, it's a case of engaging your opponents further up the pitch to take the sting out of opposition attacks. It's effectively a wide press.
Kudus. Kudus!
Really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
Oh, it's Mkhitaryan. And the pass is intercepted. Raphael. Sarr. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. That's good running with the ball. Great chance! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Šeško. Raphael. Receives it in a good position here. Defending of the desperate variety. Otamendi. Coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good. Otamendi. Olasese. And here's Xavi Simons. Succumbs to the pressure. And he's on his way. He's having a shot! They've done it! diving. Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
And that has added a whole new complexity. Goes for a shot! He's delivered all right! Well, no goalkeeper would keep that out. It really was a bullet.
I think it was probably past the keeper before he even saw it. Incredible he got so much power with so little backlift.
And there is the half-time whistle. Leading 2-1, but things are very much in the balance here.
It's kind of a hard one to call, Peter, isn't it? I mean, from what we've seen so far, both sides have provided ample evidence that they can add more goals, and I'm sure their respective managers have reminded them that the next one will be pretty crucial. So it's going to be interesting to see how the teams come out for the next period. Well, it's a lead that's by no means convincing. The manager can't go too easy on his players here. I think they need to re-establish that focus and try to lift the purpose again. They want a good start to the second half.
Manchester United head into the half-time break with a narrow lead, 2-1. So we're just settling back into this second half. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Now, can he find a finish? Now, that's a fine challenge. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many bodies in the way, Peter.
Oh, he's found support out wide. Oh, sweet feet. Otobert delivers the ball. He ran himself into trouble there, free kick given away. Hoisted upfield by the keeper. Great defending, strong and determined. Great run on the overlap here. And the cross comes in. And here's Kudus. Takes a shot! Oh, just fizzes past the post.
He's not happy, and you'd expect that, but at least there's plenty of appreciation for what was a genuinely fine effort.
There is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change. Noticeable change in the approach to defending here. Much more in your face.
Well, he needed subduing, and it was never going to be soft.
And the finish! Really well taken goal. 2 up now, and they are cruising. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
Manchester United go 2 up and into a position of real strength.
Well, there's only one team in it at the moment, and the question is, will they be happy to sit on this?
Delivers with... Gets his head on it! Goal at his mercy, and somehow he's missed it.
Well, at least they're showing some positive intent now, Peter. That's the sort of urgency that's required when you do go behind.
And here's Kudus. Otobert. Bergvall did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. But he has slightly undercooked that one.
Manchester United clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
It's Mkhitaryan! João Palhinha. Sarr gently done. Tell. Sports official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. João Palhinha. Otto played out to the right. Pedro Porro tries a cross. And there goes the final whistle. Well, don't you just love it when a plan comes together? Victory never in doubt in the mind of the mastermind in all of this. A solid win, which will be welcomed all round. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Manchester United. Well, I think what was key, Peter, in this game was how the team set the right tone. Once they went ahead, that was pretty much that. It was a cruise to the final whistle.